Welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is Vanhi's journey, and in this episode, I am going to finish exploring Glenabon and probably Patex as well, depending on how much time it takes to explore Glenabon, because these are the last two locations I actually have to explore. Because I guess we're going to annex this area later. But pretty much Patex and Glenabon are the two locations that I can annex, because we have 20 days until the next attack on the Bald Hilltop. So I want to get this done, and then probably around that time when I'm finished, it's probably only going to take 7 days to go through both places, because I do have the fast movement and everything. And I'm traveling while I'm exhausted, so they'll be fine. Not exhausted, but fatigued, because fatigue doesn't affect the movement speed, which helps me very well. I was wondering why their speed wasn't slowing down that time, because when it rains, they do slow down the speed, but that's only like if it's heavily downpouring rain and doing the lightning stuff. What is that? The question is, this is probably one of the monsters that I have to kill. I don't know why it is messing up. Oh, probably because I'm doing some virtualization, but I don't want to. Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, I think we're there. Uh, he went down easily, so he didn't miss anything. But yeah, uh, I was using parallels earlier to work out Crusade Kings 3, because there was an issue there when I'll explain on the next video that I do. It's gonna be the longer one. But anyway, I had to close that out and now it's back. So, Parallels 18 runs things virtually. Marksman's headset gets +5 perception on perception skill checks when the wearer uses the deadly aim feat. It provides an additional +2 bonus to attack roll. I never use True Strike because I don't need to, because I can always hit most of the time. I'm going to do this one because this is just an overall bonus. He loses the lower nature, but he still gets to keep the perception bonuses, which is good. Are we at? Oh, okay, we're at medium. So I'm gonna have to sell some stuff, and I really can sell some stuff. I wanted to sell stuff after I do all my exploring, which I probably can. Oh, probably after Akbo gets is finished being nerfed, because he got hit with an ability. I think it's a slow, whatever that Storm Golem did, but that was just another creature to kill. So that is perfectly fine. Just another location cleared out. More. Oh snap! We need like more. So I'm probably gonna have to get. I might have to go in this area, depending on the situation, because I do have to. Let me go all the way up here. Because I need all the creatures. Like, I have a countdown, and they record like how many I have left, and I'm thinking in order to get all of them, I'm going to have to go to the area that's closed off, which is okay. I don't have any problem with that. Okay, so there's a mysterious shrine that I'm gonna have to go into. Yes, I'm gonna enter the mysterious shrine. I'm curious this is probably one of the shrines that has those locations. When I say locations, that I don't even know. We'll see. that Ravenous Queen mission with the knight stuff. There's nothing to fight. There's this one. So let's see. The nearly erased inscription reads, "Farewell, my queen. Death was the best gift we could give you." Okay, now let's put. They say this one that is blank is a key to where it's supposed to be, and I'm curious because I always have to read these things. What does this say again? Since apparently my memory is bad. Farewell, my queen. I don't even understand what these messages are for. Hold on. Literally makes no sense. That's what I'm. Oh, what is that? I don't know. We're gonna put it right here. And I guess we can leave. I don't think there's anything else in this location. I wonder if we could leave it. We can't even leave up there. So lame. I wonder if there's anything over here. Nope. I wonder how many mysterious shrines we have left. We should only have like one more or two more left. I want to fight a strong enemy. We can always go and try to fight Rovagug again, or the spawn of Rovagug. But I'm like, nah, we can't handle it right now. Probably if we got, I think we're at least one level higher than we did. I think we fought spawn of Rovagug level 15 last time.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
But I'd rather finish this bald hilltop attack first. What is this? Military. When we already have all the military in the world. Like, our military is unmatched. I don't think any other country in the game can match our military. So we can go to Charred Ruins. Okay, so we pretty much got all of the top ones. We do need to go back over there. Okay, so now we need to rest. Let's go over, because I want to make sure I clear out this spot. Okay, so this is cleared out. Okay, now they're exhausted. So I'm going to rest here. Manage, use rations. Okundiyo can go here. Knock Knock can go here. Oh yeah, I have all these recipes that I had used. I can make Galt Regent. Fatigued for 4 time you can go without a rest from becoming. Oh, okay. For 4 hours, that would be great. That way I can, because right now that's the most important one. +5 bonus movement speed per day. Ooh, that would be something too. They both can do, because I don't need the saving throws. Eating a cheese crystal extends the time you can go without rest before becoming fatigued for 6 hours. Okay, so that's better than that one. That's why the DC is 24. Plus stem. Okay, so is it like organized? +1 temporary hit point per character level. Owlbear omelet. +1 bonus on all, and it's unstack. You would fast healing 1 for a day? Bro. Plus 1.5 temporary hit point. 1 temporary hit point. So it's not a bad thing having them here. So we're gonna go for that. Give me another 6 hours before getting exhausted.
Should have stayed in her hole forever. But no, we just couldn't help ourselves.
Who in the world is Vendra?
Not only was she hidden away, she had to deal with that horrible gardener as well.
Who is Vendra? I just don't have good memory. Or maybe I'm just bad with names. Our way was blocked by a huge crevice in the ruddy rock, carved out by wind and rain, as wide as 3 or 4 humans lying end to end and at least 3 times as deep. It stretched in both directions as far as we could see. Looking down over the cliff, I saw something that made me wince. Among the rocks on the sandy yellow ochre floor was a body. We examined the body below. Perception 30, we inspected the wall of the gorge, trying to determine how difficult climbing down would be. I have wings, I can just fly down. The easiest way down would be to... what I do like about... I should point it out, because you can actually fly in Solasta, Crown of the Magister, and I think you can do that the same thing, and the same in... what is that? Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, and you don't get the fly spell until... level 5 at the earliest, so technically the beta doesn't have it, but I've saw some gameplay clips of Solasta where you can fly, which since it's based off the 5th edition rule set, you do get the fly spell at level 5, which is 3rd level spell for all characters in 5th edition. But anyway, we inspected the wall of the gorge, trying to determine how difficult climbing down would be. Lore Nature 20. The easiest way down would be to tie a rope to one of the trees growing along the cliff. We decided to want to tie the knot and make the first ascent would be, of course, there's going to be a Kuntiyo. One daredevil among us was ready to climb down first to help the rest afterwards. The place gave us a bad feeling, so we took our... First we'll do perception. That's the logical decision. It wouldn't be easy to climb down where we were, but a few dozen steps away we found a good combination of bulges, cracks, and ledges that would make for a somewhat more convenient path. After a bit of planning, we plotted a route that even an amateur climber could handle. Okay, one of us agreed to be the first. Would be to tie a rope of the trees. We decided to want to tie the knot and make the first descent would be can I click this and then do athletics? I think that would make more... I think it's going to be this one, Lore Nature, and then we'll do the... Luckily I have rope. We searched the dead body and looked at what had been scattered across the sand. Oh, first I have to read up here. Our whole team finally made it down to investigate the dead man's body. We'd guessed right, the poor fellow had clearly died on impact. A lot of different types of gear had been scattered around in the sand. Armor, tools, even scythes and hammers. It was clear that this was much more than a single person could carry. The gear in the knapsack and on the man's body were well preserved, but most of what we found lying on the crevice floor was corroded and useless. Spearheads and swords crumbled at the touch, and the armor had so many holes it looked like delicate lace. If not for the poor condition, there'd have been enough to outfit a whole regiment. We also noticed something that couldn't be seen from above. A large stone stood blocking a hole in the wall. A sickly sweet smell leaked out from the dark, narrow crack that remained. Items received, shovels, camping supplies, and rations times 3. Decided to enter the hole in the rock. We all pushed the stone together. What are those? And it moved with ease, only to immediately release an incredible stench into the air. We found a small cave, but what was in it? Gods, it was full of charred, half-decomposed bodies, and lying among them were huge gray eggs covered with some sticky slime. Lord Nature, let's see what these are. We rushed to search the corpse. Oh, we succeeded. Great. We'd never seen anything like them, but one of our party members recalled a story that heard from traveling scientists late one night a roadhouse. Drunk as could be, the gnome laughed as she recounted a tale from some desert nomads about a gigantic worm capable of killing you with a single touch and shooting lightning from its eyes. Anytime a caravan was lost to the sands, the nomads blamed it on these worms. The female worms were said to gather dozens of corpses together to keep their eggs warm, with the extra benefit of providing food sources for newly born worms, other than their own brothers and sisters. Most citizens and academia at large dismissed the story as superstition, of course. That was when we heard some strange sounds, like someone moving huge mounds of sand nearby, and the sound was coming toward us quickly. Uh, it occurred to us that it might be time for a tactical retreat. No. Should I? We decided to break the eggs. Did I? Did I decide to break the eggs? Let's search the corpses. The corpses had been ravaged, covered with gigantic tooth marks, and burned by electricity and acid. Most of the clothing and items were unrecognizable. They were so eaten by acid. Even the cave walls had been polished down by it. We did manage to find a golden ring with a gemstone on one dead woman's fingers, the corrosive substance unable to damage the king of metals. The noise continued to grow louder, emphasized with strange dull sounds as though the ground itself were muttering in some otherworldly language with a dry, coarse tongue. And then a wave of sand rose from the far entrance of the gorge, and the crest of the wave was coming straight for it. I got a ruby ring. While I'm here, I'll break the eggs. We drew our weapons and struck the disgusting eggs. Our steel sank into the hard skin, and gooey green slime oozed from the eggs. There was suddenly no air to breathe. Tears streamed from our eyes, our throats grew raspy, and we started coughing. It wasn't long before we had to evacuate, but not before we'd managed to destroy over half the clutch. A fountain of sand and dust erupted not 100 steps from us. From the ground emerged a gigantic oblong head attached to a long muscular body with no shoulders. The creature clearly resembled a worm, but it was thick as a century-old oak. Its hide was covered with warts and oozed a sticky yellow secretion, leaving a wet trail along the sand. Lightning shot from its gaping mouth, lighting up its immense throat. The air took on the smell of a storm as the monster barreled towards us. Why do we want? Run. I can fight that thing. It's not as strong as the spawn of Rovergug. We started climbing back up the cliff. 38. Lower nature. Or I can get mobility. We ran along the crevice floor. We scattered and looked for shelter. I'm better off either one. We ran along the crevice floor. Ooh, 11,526. Oh, 520. I wanted that extra 6 experience, obviously. We flew like the wind, pushed to amazing feats of agility despite our heavy gear. We heard the crackling sound of electric discharge and chomping of massive jaws behind us as we fled. The worm grabbed at our feet several times, but it couldn't catch us. And finally, the walls of the gorge dropped and the sand was gradually replaced by soil. We weren't sure how we eventually lost the monster. We just ran and ran until we left the gorge far behind us. Out of breath, our strength fell and we fell to the ground. We could have did it. Okay, we killed him. So no more monsters there that's gonna come to attack our place. Cause if I can't keep them, there's no point in keeping them there. So they need to be broken. Reading about those worms, it reminded me of that thing in Magic the Gathering, specifically the Guilds of Ravnica, where there's these insect, I forget what the name of their race is called actually, but skillfully crafted iron golem, it's going to be something to kill, but it's like their mother, it is it's not a fungus of some sort, but it creates a fungus, I think. But anyway, how it reproduces is that its mother basically mind controls. I don't know if it's through a fungus or anything or chemical subscription. I definitely want that. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a belt. But mind controls it somehow, and the creature is basically carrying all the eggs on their back, and the creature that is mind controlled thinks that the eggs are its youngs. So the eggs hatch, and then they basically eat the mother or the creature, the host creature. And the thing is, it gets like they're sentient creatures, like they talk and all that stuff, but they have that insect mentality. So it's interesting when they have like scenes in the book. I read the War of the Spark book, so you'll probably find it in there. Pretty sure that was the book where the guy talked or something like that. I don't remember reading any other Magic the Gathering books, but it's interesting to like get the point of view of a creature, because the creature was thankful. The creature main like the creature was all like, this is my mother, she provided us with food and stuff like that. And it's like very alien to us that you can consider something, that they can consider something like their mother and be grateful, even though the fact that they actually killed her. It's like very alien and very interesting. So, Sash of Slash. Sash grants his wearer a +6 enhancement to dexterity and DR5 slashing. Okay. I don't see why I would use that. Well, it has potential. Okay, so we have some kingdom stuff. I do that to teach his dead long lead the chief. The lizard folk of Othel are to crown a new chief. An invitation is delivered to the capital and is meant as a great honor. However, the first matter of business as the ceremony will be the eating of the deceased king. We would best to find a diplomatic way to politely refuse participation in a dubious ritual. DC 37. Okay. So I think the next one is Giant's Palm. There's something over there. And then we'll come back. Because I can't get that. That's outside the territory. Valuable. Or is that inside the territory? That's a good question. I will get this one. I'll go down here. Can I? Okay. Then there's this to get. Let's go up here first. That way I can go into the Giant's Palm and collect whatever in here. I might actually go into that unexplored area. Depending on... probably not... It won't be on this episode. But it might be before we do the bald hilltop thing. That's if I don't have anything else to do. Because if I do have some time skips, I'm going to do time skips instead of going into the unexplored area. Even though I would like to level up. Hatred, ferocious Smilodon. Oh, it has a name. And it's level 24. Ferocious Smilodon. Critical hit. Why didn't he fall? Ooh. It's still not gonna make it. Smilodon belt. He was strong for a Smilodon, but it wasn't strong enough. Is this 321 diamond dust? That is crazy. I can cast so many. I can really get Circle of Dust. Like, for real. Not Circle of Dust, but Circle of Death, since you can actually buy diamond dust. It just hasn't been like one of the top choices out of all my solutions that I can pick. I'm pretty sure next level, when she can cast, like, when she can pick a level 6, 7, and 8 spell to add to her spell list, and since she says sorcerer, she gets more spell casting options, so that might be something to look into. Well, not look into it, just pick, like, get Circle of Death. Just when I'm fighting a bunch of trash, just for fun. Oh, snap. Let's travel. I get an extra. Oh, okay. That's easy. That's all completed. That's all completed. Fossil fields, fossil fuel. Nothing there, nothing there. This is getting into the Patax area. So, okay. I'm back. Now, it looks like the time for the attack on Ball Hilltop. It's ready. It's ready to go. So I'm about to enter the Serpent Trail because apparently I guess I haven't been here. And then we're gonna head to the Bald Hilltop. And for that one, that we're definitely gonna buff like crazy. But this is just a Serpent Trail, so probably a lot of Nagas. I'm thinking. I did rest, so I'm like right before. What in the world? Oh, look at that! A portal, another portal to the first world. Hmm. Another portal to the first world. Let's see what's in here. Trolls can be killed with fire or acid, usually. Yeah, usually. Unless you make them trolls that get resistance to fire, and then the local can just be killed with fire. First world mince pie. I definitely need to use those things. Just to get more cooking options. I usually just use it. Store the recipes. I know I sold a few recipes. It's gonna be over here. There's a lot of stuff that I could have been used, like that one. Copy recipe. Copy recipe. Ranger's diary. I can't do like that, but I can copy recipe. Copy recipes. I definitely need to go to the antiquities person, our storyteller. Oh, we'll do that later. Oh snap! But buff weapons not gonna be good enough. Oh, he actually was able to hit. That's actually surprising. Okay, so I can hit that. Haste. Definitely, I'm definitely getting quick and spell next. Good. Condio, you can get some hits in. Yeah, get hit. That blur ain't helping you, is it? Blur is not helping. Now I can get my 5 hits in. What was that? Poisonous Primal Doom. 1920 experience, Violence. Oh, Intimidate check. Oh, because I got the Cornigan Smash. So I knew it was a. I should have guessed Hydra. Cause I was thinking Naga, but Hydra fits. Cause I knew it was some type of snake thing. Now we can leave. I don't know the difference between like those symbols on the map and just a regular flat plane symbol, because it's like it wasn't that difficult, and I'm pretty sure we could have finished that without any great difficulty anyway. Like even before, we're gonna have them move just in case they notice anything. Okay, great. Just in case they would have noticed anything to pick up, because you know they usually hide the good stuff. But like my team back in the day, before they were level 16, I'm pretty sure even when they were level, about the time we entered this area for the first time, we would have been strong enough to clear that out without much of a challenge. But I guess it wasn't meant to be. Whenever the wearer of these gloves successfully lands a hit with a melee weapon, an unarmed strike, or a natural weapon, the target takes 1d6 points of acid damage. Why do I not have that on me? Unarmed strike, melee weapon. Give that to him. Trickster's glove. Cast Cloak of Dreams. Cloak of Dreams is already so good. I'll probably give that to Amiri. Oh, thinking of items, we did get a roll. Ooh, Enforcer's roll. +1 dodge bonus to AC and a +5 bonus to unarmed attack and damage. It can only be worn by a monk of lawful evil alignment. Bro. So this could only be worn by a monk of lawful neutral, +3 bonus to unarmed attack and damage, and +3 dodge bonus. And then the Enforcer's roll, which is the lawful evil variant, is all about fight, kill. I'm surprised I don't have the robe of the true master on, because this just gives me a bonus and skill checks. Spell resistance, +4 resistance bonus to saving throws. Spell resistance will be good. The deflection bonus to AC, I got the Regal protection, so I don't need that. +2 bonus to spell penetration, don't really need that. I have the ambrosial attire of arcane annihilation. It's just so good with the +4 bonus to attack and rolls with ray attacks, and it's an untyped bonus. It's just so good. Okay, it's gonna take 10 hours. Hopefully we don't get exhausted. Ensure an urgent decree and protect the kingdom. And did he succeed? The kingdom managed to persevere and enjoys peace again. Okay. Teleport to Oblivion. Okay, what else? The Charmed Prince. Scouts just have brought in a letter or cry for help. The ruler of a small nearby barony has been taken captive. His young wife. I would love to put Jobalos in charge, but that's going to be 20%. And I don't have any rank ups right now. Chairman of the Outlaw Council, that's 36-2. Only going to be a 20% chance, and I don't want to fail. That's an opportunity. Opportunities, Jubilos can take care of an opportunity. Charmed Prince, Miri can take care of that. Good. That way there won't be a time where I'm just like suffering. I'm back. It's showtime. Okay. Bless. Mage armor. It's been so long since I buffed. So it's like bull strength. Animal growth. Am I using up all my... Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not using my slots. Blur. I could do heroism greater, but I do have this wand of heroism. So heroism, 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 heroism. Okay, I think that's all the buffs she needs to do. Cast shield on herself. Okay, Vanhi, make sure he doesn't have a rod active. Okay, great. Shield. Blur. Mirror image. Okay. And then her, she can get shield. Blur. Mirror image. Knock knock. The shield doesn't last that long, but he can use his dexterity mutagen, which is good. Akundio can use his dexterity mutagen. What other spells do we have? I cast shield, but I can do prayer. Prayer is long enough. Let's pause while I'm thinking, because I always forget something. I could technically do Blessing of the Faithful, because it's 16 rounds right now, so I can actually take. But I'd rather have it during the battle. Yeah, I know. Turn into Dragonkind too. Let's go. I don't want to get Brass Dragon. Red Dragon. Okay. Sense Vitals. Vampire Shuriken. Haste. Okay, now we're ready. Ah, Wild Gaze. Of course, we'll start with Wild Gaze. Did we all? Okay, Lindsay failed her Wild Gaze check, which is completely fine. Cloak of Dreams lasts 1 round per level. Oh, these are Wild Hunt. Oh, I wish I would have known. I didn't know she was sending Wild Hunt against me. That's completely fine. Come to the floor. And there's someone right here. And you're too close. Oh, that was all enough to kill someone. 5-foot step. But this should do the job. Lesser quicken meta magic rod. I really actually need a better rod. I need more rods. Where are the other rods at? I thought I had more. I need to get some more made because I'm probably having extend meta magic rod is useless. Wand of Death Ward can be Wand of Burning Hands. I need more rods. Wand of Dictum. Wand of Restoration. That's fine. Okay. So I'll just use this one. Basic. It's a basic rod, but decent. Grandmaster's rod. Okay, that killed that one. Take that off. And if I wanted to, just if I could kill something like Battering Blast just for the fun of it. How did that miss? And why did it push it back if it missed? Interesting. Okay, we can pray. Well, we could really have just summoned more creatures, but whatever. Wild Gaze is not going to protect you. Oh, they got a Kundio this time. Good for them. But they didn't get the second best damage dealer. Okay, she can't do anything. I'm going to move right here. Okay, so now I can attack them. That way when they summon anything else, I can deal with them. I want to summon a creature. So summon monster 6 will have to do. Let's do Bralani Azadas. Oh, we're not going to get Bralani Azadas. We're going to get red caps. And red caps are useless. We'll summon a Soul Eater. Soul Eaters are fine. Movanik Deva. I definitely want a Frost Giant. I definitely want to summon a Frost Giant. That would be so good. In fact, I'm not going to fight that. I'm going to get over here for in case another one shows up. Because I don't want to just be surrounding the one creature. Which one is this that can't hit my dragon? In fact, oh, Vilderevan. AC 36, spell resistance 27. Ooh, critical hit. Nice. Oh, there's another one. Oh, these aren't just. I thought that was a named person. It would explain why they're not really not that strong for a named person. Okay. They have spell resistance, so I'm not gonna fight them on that. I do want to create undead because I definitely need more summon monsters or something that sorts. So I do need to work on that aspect. But we do have a level 7 spell, and Grave Knights will work. Okay, so now I can get my chain staff since I've been meaning to use this spell. Okay, tree ant. How strong are you? Plus 30 to hit, 45 strength, 47 AC. Their strength obviously outcompetes Vanhi's strength, but in terms of armor class, it can't compete with Vanhi. I wonder if they have. No, I'm just gonna attack them like this. Oh, a lesser Jabberwock. They should have sent a greater Jabberwock. I could summon another elemental if I wanted to, like Elder Fire Elemental, but I'm gonna do a greater elemental, and this time I'd never use air, but air is just so annoying. Let's use earth. Fire is useful, but I want to play with the earth elemental for right now. Where's that other guy who's almost dead? Oh, he killed him. Okay, we'll fight the lesser Jabberwocky. Oh, the burble. Still gotta kill this guy. Okay. All that movement and didn't do anything. What does this do? Truth Seeing, Fast Healing 15, Protective Aura for no reason. Provides +4 deflection bonus and a +4 resistance bonus on saving throws to anyone within 20 feet of the angel. What? What angel? That's not an angel, bro. What is wrong with y'all? Don't you know common sense that is not an angel? Eyes of Flame, Burble. Okay, let's look at its immunity. Of course, it'll be immune to fire. Resistance to 30. Resistance 30 is essentially immune. Well, I do have chain lightning, so I guess that's technically not true. I could do that. But why? They have spell resistance. I have better spells that I can use. Oh, does this have spell resistance? Because I'm just going to disintegrate it. 31 spell resistance. I'm not even going to try to resist that. Overcome that resistance. I guess we can just summon another Grave Knight. Because I'm like, right now it's like, I'll make one right there. Let y'all fight. How you miss? Inspire courage. Ha ha ha. We can move closer. That's fine. I'm gonna move closer this way, just in case I need to cast something on some people. Okay, so we can't charge. Anyone to charge? I know there's another enemy. Like this one. Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay, I do want to kill this guy. But I don't know if I can. We have Quiver of Lightning Arrows. Cold is not going to work. Okay, let's go. I have to make sure that it doesn't mess up. Sneak attack. Good. Earth elemental. Can it even get in? You did all that running to do absolutely nothing. Oh yeah, blessing of the faithful long on Vanhi. That way he can attack. Okay, 7 hits. Let's see what we can get. Okay. I'm not gonna attack the Jabberwock. I'm gonna attack that one. Oh, and down he turns around, attack the Jabberwock. Okay, lesser Jabberwock. They should have called it the baby Jabberwocky. I guess I'm just like it. It can't hit me, I can't hit it. It's all like, I got a haste. Let me test my strength. I think they're trying to tip me anyway. Let's see. You gonna resist that? Ooh, you didn't resist that. Ooh. 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 You better not let me get quicken spell. They can't hit at all. I don't think I'll be able to get the spell resistance on them. I could do heroism. Let me just see. Because I just have spells to cast. Ooh. Ooh, that critical hit did some stuff. Await a report. What are we rating a report? Scan, take. What else is there to take? Nothing. Let's leave. Oh, knock knock is knock knock insane? I do have to be careful. Bewildering energy, haste, prayer, air steals, protection, bless, hearty meal. Why didn't he move? Is it because he's stupid? Okay, no. He's stupid, but he's stupid and he's stupid, if you know what I mean. Okay, so I can do some time skipping, more or less. Because I'm supposed to rate a report. It's gonna take 3 hours to go here. That's completely fine. Let's enter the throne room. And then see what they have going on for us. Okay, nothing. After we time skip though, and then we'll have some stuff for us. Manage Kingdom Affairs. Okay, can't rank up, but I know there was something. Oh, trade with the outer planes. Canera. Canera. I'll have the storyteller do the trade with the outer planes, and then I'll have Canera sell the soul jar. There's regions. Oh, there are no regions to upgrade. What am I supposed to do with my life? Do some more exploring. I guess that's what I'll do then. So we're leaving. We'll stick with this group. This group is still solid in terms of being able to handle anything we might come across. Now I probably might teleport to. I could teleport to Patex and then just work my way up. Teleport to Patex and then get all this stuff, because really we already got everything, so we don't need to start from there. We'll be losing out on time. There's some stuff in that area, but I don't think it's anything very important. This is gonna take 2 hours. Let me grab this real quick. Available claiming, and we did explore this area partially. It's gonna take 6 hours to get to here. I definitely need. It probably would have been quicker if I would have did something else. Okay, let's see what popped up. Cause it hasn't been a long time. Oh, okay. Now they want me to go back to the castle. Well, now they're gonna have to wait. Let me claim some things. There's an inconspicuous ravine. I think I already went there. Oh, now I'm exhausted. Cannot be visited. Have I ever visited? Oh yeah, I visited that place whenever I had to deal with those people. I do need to go to Hemlock. I really don't have to go to Hemlock Island. Let's see what they want. Enter. Throne room. Give me money. And we probably don't have to wait. We can probably just go right towards to battling her. Oh, there's our nymph refugee. Lindsay. This is what Lindsay is saying. Your comrades and advisors are gathered around the throne in breathless silence. Lindsay is the first to dare to speak. I guess it's about time my book reached its culmination, or its finale. Messengers have arrived from, well, all over the kingdom, really. The bloom has started everywhere. Monsters have appeared in every forest, behind every corner and every nook and cranny. What we went through before was like a bed of roses compared to this. If we don't do something, the kingdom will simply collapse. We learned a lot about Narissa while traveling through her dreams. I think she's almost done gathering grains of dust for her damn cup. Patax has fallen, and your kingdom is the last thing standing in the way of her apology. She's done waiting. We need to do something, and fast. I think we need to head out on our most heroic campaign yet. We talked it over, and it seems like our best chance to reach Narissa is through the Thousand Voices on the western border of Patax. Has been completely overtaken by the bloom, and it seems to be the place where the first world is currently the closest to ours. Lindsay again with her big bag of words, and as helpful as ever. I know what to do. Go kick that green witch's ass. Bam! She's gone, and we're heroes. It is a time of great woe, but of great hope as well. The path to the first world is open. This is your chance to reach my fallen sister and settle your dispute over the stolen lands once and for all. Okoneo. Trouble at the gates of peaceful villages. I hear the cries of children, prayers for help as though they were right here. Everyone's so serious. Pfft. Let me put it simply. We need to do some housekeeping, cut some lawns, burn some fallen leaves, and get rid of some vermin. Haha. The end time's near. My heart rejoices. What do we know of the Thousand Voices and what awaits us there? I hope Narissa moved between planes and portals long enough to assume there must be a door in the Thousand Voices that leads to her own Demesne in the first world. Many beasts serve Narissa, and you will be hard-pressed to find more dangerous ones. She has even created some semblance of one of the tame, the eldest chained beasts. They must prepare to meet all these monsters along your way, either in the Thousand Voices or in the first world, should we make it there. One thing is clear, it won't be easy, not for us or for the kingdom. I hope something's left to celebrate our heroic return. Lindsay hides a sniffle by proceeding to rub her nose. Will you travel with us, Avendra? Daenerys closes her eyes and sighs softly. Yes, of course. My duty now is to fight the evil that has enslaved Narissa, but I will not be traveling in the typical way with you. You are aware that creatures of the first world return to life in their homeland if they die somewhere. The bloom is especially strong. Yes, I'll find such a place and end my life there. Thus, returning to the first world, I will meet you there. This way, I'll be able to bypass the portal guards, learn more of Narissa's plans, make preparations. Death is not a pleasant prospect, and it will take much of my strength, but it could give us a significant advantage. Take care, and wish me luck. Narissa has tormented my kingdom and all the stolen lands for too long. It's our turn now. Narissa's an interesting foe, powerful, beautiful, and unburdened by boring principles or moral. I can't wait to wade through her blooming meadows with a scythe. A ruler's duty is to end their kingdom's afflictions, and our duty is to follow you, Vanhi. Yes, the green creeps haunted us for too long. Time to trade places. Seems we have a promising expedition to the depths of the first world ahead of us. If in the course of our research we render a dozen monsters and one particularly annoying nymph to compose, all the better. The time has come to end the 1,000-year reign of evil over the stolen lands, and I, as much as anyone, wish to help, and hopefully help repay my debts in the process. We'll be fine. We'll return and throw a huge feast, and we'll celebrate for a whole month, and then another month, and then on the next month, and we'll just do nothing but rest. I'll finish my book, and they'll read it all across Clarion. And Lindsay gestures vaguely. I don't know what then, but it'll be even better.
It was time to meet the real mistress of the stolen lands. The one who'd been pulling the strings to create and destroy kingdoms for ages now.
It's time. Showtime. That's going to be in the next episode. But we're not going to end it now because I don't want to end it now. And since the 1,000 Voices is the last location, and I guess we're going to be exploring there. Of course, we're going to take Alpha Squad. Everyone's fatigued, right? So let's rest. Probably should sell some things. Should I? What's my inventory looking like? 2,532. That is a lot of stuff. So let me sell some things real quick. Okay, so this looks like the last place we need to go, the Hemlock Island. Reaching the wooded owl, we stopped to look around. The locals living around the lake fully believed the place was cursed. Day and night, colored lights supposedly appeared around the island, and some brave souls would even watch them fly over the water. The local legend said that anyone who saw those lights would definitely disappear. If not that night, then within the month for sure. We didn't see any lights at all, though. The island seemed forlorn and completely uninteresting. Silent, gloomy pines loomed over the gray, rocky shore. A narrow path disappeared into the wood. We decided to follow the path and explore the mysterious island. Whoever made the path clearly didn't use it often. We could barely make it out among the ferns. We had to walk single file along the path as branches from the crowded bushes grabbed at our sleeves and backpack straps, only to hit the next person in line once we'd passed. The forest grew taller and thicker and even darker. The air suddenly grew intensely humid as clouds of milky white, incredibly thick fog flowed up from the ground. And believe me, dear reader, when I say incredibly thick, we're not talking like how an innkeeper might talk up his soup. It became impossible to see past our own noses, and it was like our ears had been stuffed with cotton. The air itself became so dense it was like walking through water. We had to navigate by touch, and we could move only half as fast as we'd been going. Vanhi, who'd been walking last, was forced to stop. With great difficulty, he could barely make out the muffled and worried voices of his friends ahead. Something had to be done, but what? Mobility 30. Vanhi decided to break through the fog and try to catch up to everyone. What? I have to do something in its mobility? I'm not even going to be. I need a natural 20 just to meet good with that. Vanhi, who'd been walking last, was forced to stop with great difficulty. He could barely make out the muffled and worried voices of his friends' heads. Something had to be done, but what? Moving forward in such conditions was too dangerous. Vanhi decided to stay put and called out to his friends to stay where they were. No matter how loud he screamed, Vanhi's voice couldn't penetrate the thick blanket of fog. His companions' voices grew fainter and fainter until they died out entirely. Vanhi felt the sharp realization that he was completely alone. The fog finally began to clear, and soon there was no trace of it. Vanhi looked back, and his friends were nowhere to be seen. But up ahead, he could just make out a blinking, welcoming light. As Vanhi approached the light source, it quickly became clear that the light was bonfire. Soon Vanhi entered a brightly lit clearing and saw all of us. But why then did no one jump up to greet him, or give a welcoming yell, or a hug, or even offer a cup of hot tea? I had everyone frozen in their seats, spoons lifted in the air, while the deathly silence. Imagine Vani's surprise when he finally saw why his appearance had caused such a strange reaction. It seemed he hadn't been missing at all. He'd been sitting with us all by the fire, watching his exact copy emerge from the forest. Yes, dear reader, just imagine it. 2 copies of the king met in the clearing, seemingly identical, but which of the 2 was real? The king sitting by the fire said, "How can there be any doubt? I'm the real king, of course. Devils know who just walked out of the forest, and you're ready to believe them over me? So much for good friends." And what did the king who walked out of the forest answer? Lord Nature check passed. I can tell you exactly how many meals we carried with us, down to the last back of a hardtack. Can he do the same? The lawful good option, diplomacy 35. Why not tie us both up and interrogate us? You soon discover which of us is the doppelganger. That way. Intimidate 25. Seize the imposter immediately. I'll personally execute anyone who disobeys me. Ha 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 ha. I like that. I don't know what was the Lord Nature check, but I want the experience. But we're gonna roleplay. We're not just gonna go for the experience. And he wouldn't do this. So instead, he jumped over the fire and attacked his adversary with fists alone. He's not that brash. So let's use reason. A deafening silence hung in the air. One could hear the thoughts churning through our brain. Then the Vanhi sitting by the fire laughed in a strange voice. He stood up and began rising into the air. The mask dropped and we saw a short, pale man with blonde hair and parrot-like green rings with bright feathers. We all went after him together, but Vanhi held on to him most tightly. His hands gripped the Joker's wing in an iron grip. Then an ear-piercing whistle sounded from all around us, and stones began raining on us from above. The imposter was aided by his winged kin, who grabbed him by the hands and began pulling him up. We didn't give up, but in the end we were overpowered. There were too many. No, there were definitely not too many. Vanhi could have did it all by himself. They're weak. Who grabbed him by the hands and began pulling him up. We didn't give up, but in the end we were overpowered. There were just too many. Dear reader, they quickly reclaimed our prisoner from us. Soaring into the air and shaking their fists at us, they flew off. We sat a long time around the fire, laughing and chatting about how Vanhi cleverly dispelled the illusion. And when morning came, as we looked around at the rainbow-colored feathers left behind by our uninvited guests, I noticed one of them had lost a valuable bracelet in the fight. We'd ended up with a trophy at least. Okay. I think it will take 6 hours to go here just to see what's around here. And then we'll go into the 1,000 faces. Let's go down here. Go up here. Let's see what... I know there's a lot of stuff going on. This probably might help us get into the area. If I go down here. Okay. Going over here. Oh, okay. Now we're in 1,000 voices. The end times are nigh. Here events. We have all these events to do. And they keep on popping up. The only issue is they're not done with their missions, at least not right now. I probably should rest. Okay, but I'm going to rest, and then in the next episode, we are going to finally conquer everything. Well, explore the 1,000 voices, and then find what Narissa is hiding. So, thanks for watching.